What is up, lads? How's it going? How are you getting on? And welcome back to the FPL Era YouTube channel. This is my first time getting the grips with this kind of software, the kind of OBS crack. So bear with me. I'm still learning. But yeah, no, it was something I always wanted to do, kind of start streaming on YouTube. But yeah, as I said, we'll just give it a go. So I'm still all new to this kind of crack. But hopefully we'll get through this next hour anyway, and we'll be alright, and we'll get through to the deadline anyway. So yeah, I can see the chat is still going anyway, so I'm just gonna say hello to Connor, and F said Pluto as well. Hopefully you're having a good Friday, lads. Happy Friday. I know Connor just finished his work there, no more than myself. But yeah, no, the big kind of news today was obviously the double game week announcement for GAMEWEEK23. So Watford and Burnley are going Dublin at the moment. Watford are probably have the more appealing assets as opposed to Burnley, so we won't be looking at any of those players at all. No, at the moment you can see him on the screen there. I currently have King, and with the news as well, I suppose we'll probably hit straight into it. So if you're kind of only finishing work, no more than myself, and you logged on to Twitter, and this was the first thing you seen. So at the moment, so Ronaldo, he's got a problem with his neck apparently. So he's a big doubt for the West Ham game at the weekend. So that's kind of giving me a push at the moment now to, you know, I captained him last week, but we'll get into my weekly review from last week in a minute. But this, I was him and hawing whether or not to get rid of him this morning. But after seeing this, I can't see why I should be keeping him this week. It's a must-win game for United, I know. I do think he'll play, but whether or not he starts, because if I won't go into this report because it'll lead me to another link, whatever. But if you go into that report, it says that he was getting a massage and whatever from the physio for 2-3 hours today now. So doesn't sound too promising. If you're owning him, he's what 12.5 million in the game, a lot of money to be putting on a player who mightn't even play this weekend. So yeah, that was the kind of big news anyway from logging on to Twitter anyway after work this evening. But yeah, going back to my team there. Currently at the moment Ronaldo's captain, but I won't be going near that. I won't be. He'll probably be making way for Dennis this evening. But yeah, we've got 45 minutes before the deadline. If you're in the chat, drop us a hello. Say where you're watching it from. Where are you in the world? If you're from Ireland, oh, you might do, yeah, seeing as I'm Irish. But wherever you are in the world, say hello, and we'll get the stream going. Sorry, I'll say hello to Ryan there. I can see him chatting away. Good stuff. Big shout out to Inzaghi there in the chat. FPL Inzaghi. He's a man that helped me all the way through this. Now teaching me how to use OBS whatever. But yeah, it's very finicky at the moment. But I'm sure as the weeks go on, we'll definitely get used to it. Yeah, so first question. So Connor, I can see him in the chat there. Ronaldo replacements. Taking back there what I was saying about Ronaldo. So not looking great for the start at the weekend. So we're just going to go into the transfer section there on the FPL website, and scroll down to the fixtures. I know I've half them filled in there at the moment, in the bottom left hand corner. But unfortunately I'm not a design whiz, so half of the fixture are missing. But we'll definitely get that fixed for the next stream. But looking at the fixtures there now, obviously Dennis and King are pointing out are standing out options there, Connor. So if you don't have Dennis, if you don't have King, definitely consider them this week. Even, you know, a lot of people on Twitter thought Villa were going to double this week along with Leeds, and I was eyeing up Rafinha, I was eyeing up Coutinho for the transfer in this week, but unfortunately they're not doubling as of now anyhow. Hopefully we don't get any last minute announcements from the FPL site on Twitter, but if we do, lads, keep that chat going, and I'll have to keep an eye on it in case there are announcements. But yeah, Connor, going back to your question, I'd be eyeing up Dennis. I think you have King in your team. I know you're doing well this season anyway. You've one of the Watford boys anyway. So whoever you don't have, I'd bring in the other Watford player. We'll get on to captaincy later on, but yeah, just those two fixtures, especially tonight. Now, you know, with the fixture definitely going ahead, so you have that kind of security that whoever you bring in, they're going to play, And as I said, I know you have one of them already. But yeah, it's a lot of money chalked up Ronaldo. Just scrolling back up there as well, like I have him in my team as well. Do you know, 12.5 million on ignore the Reds. It's just that my bench is a bit dodgy at the moment, but we have 11 players are alright. But yeah, no, 12.5 million is a lot to be cooping up on a player that mightn't even play this weekend. So going back, yeah, King or Dennis, if you don't have any of them, get them in your team. Good stuff, lads. I'm gonna say hello to FPL Aiden there. He's saying hello to me there, and Ian Quinn there. Good man, Quinner. He's another sound Irishman. He's having a great season this year so far. Gundogan, Salah to De Bruyne. Any other suggestions from Fantasy Football 123? Gundogan, Salah to De Bruyne. I'm assuming you have Gundogan and Salah, so you want to bring in De Bruyne. You're as well just keep Salah on the bench now for this week, and if you can afford to go for Gundogan, let us know who else you have in the chat there, because Gundogan, there's a slight chance Gundogan probably plays this week, so it might be a bit of a wasted transfer, especially with Mahrez. He's off for the next week. But if you've any other kind of holes in your midfield that you can bring in for De Bruyne, let us know. But if I'd be inclined to keep Salah, especially if he's back next week. But yeah, another thing there, I'm going to keep an eye on the time, because I've actually alarm set for 6 o'clock to make sure I do my transfers before the 30 minutes, just so I don't get led astray or forget. But yeah, good stuff. JXTM, who's my captain? Yeah, so at the moment, as I was saying there, I don't have Dennis in my team, so I'm going to move it to King now for the moment. But I'll probably be leaning towards Dennis now. I'll have to, I'm as well shout out the Instagram page anyway while I'm here as well. But I've got a lot of DMs today on Instagram asking who I'm captaining. But it's probably going to be Dennis. Depending if we hear anything else before the deadline, I'll keep an eye on Twitter. But for now it's King. See, it's such a toss up at the moment now, such a 50-50 call, because King has the advantage of being on penalties. I know he was playing centrally enough there against Newcastle during the weekend. But Dennis, I don't know, it's just that the rank on 41k, and after not captaining Bruno last weekend at Ronaldo, I was hit hard in that. So Dennis is obviously a lot more higher on than King. I'll actually have a look at his ownership there. I think he's around 20 or 30%. I'll get this up quickly for you. 2 seconds there now. Yeah, so Dennis, if you can see that. Yeah, Jesus, yeah, 41% owned. So that'd be the kind of reason why I'd lean towards Dennis. Obviously, if you've the two in your team, if you have King's only he's less than 10% owned anyway, I'm sure. But yeah, that kind of sways at me for the captaincy this week, especially after getting hit hard with no Bruno last weekend, but or even midweek as well. But yeah, that's what I'd be leaning towards at the moment, just Dennis. But yeah, no, I haven't decided fully yet now, but I think Ronaldo surely goes. Just the fact that he's that too much money kind of cooped up in my team. But yeah, good stuff. Hopefully that answers your question there. Next one, Darren O'Sullivan transferred King out for Watkins early. Not the worst shout, but Villa probably will be doubling next week. But sure, look, if at least if King in this week anyway, you can get those short term points anyway, then worry about that next week. You can see there as well on my team there on the screen, I've got 2 Chelsea defenders. I know James is back training whatever, but they're gonna miss the next 2 weeks after that, so I'm gonna have to worry about getting rid of them as well at the moment. But not too bad at the moment anyway, out of 11 players for this week. But yes, definitely something to consider with the Chelsea assets. Good stuff. Bruno in for Salah for 1 week. How are you getting on, man? No, I wouldn't. West Ham will be tough enough. I know we're gonna have to win that match this weekend, but no, I wouldn't be mad on much Man United cover. I know he hauled whatever last game week, but no, the City assets, you've even Leeds there, Rafinha you could bring in for him, but even keeping Salah as well, if you want to just put him on your bench, keep him there for next week, because that'll be a transfer down the line you don't want to kind of put yourself into a corner with as well. Good stuff. Metal Sheik, how's it going, man? How are you keeping? Ian, who has more flags, your team or a parish in the county final? I know I know, yeah. Ronaldo will be gone at least anyway. But I'm inclined not to take a hit this week as well because I'm a -4. I won't be touching a -8, but a -4 at the moment. That is about 5, 6, 7k. Would be a 5, 6, 7k red arrow. So it'd be nearly 50k if I took a more than a -4 anyway. So I'm inclined not to. Just I know that I've 11 players on the pitch that will be playing. Yeah, so at least I can worry about that come nearly wildcard time, whatever, and I'll kind of spruce up me starting 15, starting 11, 15, whatever. But yeah, no, definitely in. I need to sort those red flags out, but unfortunately these double game weeks they keep coming around, so you have to kind of attack those, whatever, and get them in. But yeah, good stuff. Captain KDB or Dennis, I'd lean towards a doubler. That Norwich fixture, must win tonight for Watford, even must win for Norwich as well. So I'm expecting there to be goals. You've King on penalties. You've Dennis. I know he was playing out wide last week. I know he's in a small rut of form at the moment, but hopefully Dennis. If I lean towards Dennis for the Airman, hopefully, well, either or, I take a return from either tonight. Good stuff. Maddison or Gray to Rafinha. Defence and attack solid with Bone. Defence and attack solid with Bone, Jota, Ramsey as other midfielders. Keep up the good work, man. Appreciate that, Matthew. Good man. Cheers for tuning in. Maddison or Gray, yeah, definitely the right shout bringing in Rafinha anyway. But yeah, I'd lean towards Gray taking out Villa. It's a tough enough test for Villa or for Everton against Villa. I know I've Calvert-Lewin in my team there, but yeah, no, I'd be more inclined to get rid of Gray over Maddison. Yeah. Good stuff. KDB or Bruno. I know that's another thing I was meant to say as well. So while we're on that Bruno thing, I'm gonna type in Ben Crellin here as even Ragnick. He hinted today about United doubling in GAMEWEEK 25. So there's gonna be a lot of little small doubles. Well, Ben is predicting, not me predicting. Over the next kind of few weeks. So I don't know if you can see that. It's not great at the moment, but I'll basically see what's Ben saying here now. There are 19 fixtures that need to be rescheduled, and there's my alarm for my captaincy pick, whatever. But yeah, good stuff. There are 19 fixtures that need to be rescheduled, and the FA Cup is likely to cause another 10 to 12 postponements in game week 30, 33, and 37. Yeah, so at the moment, Ragnick's come out. I'm not sure the fully quote, whatever, but it looks like United are meant to be doubling in GAMEWEEK 25. I haven't seen much. I was working all day, so I haven't got to read into that properly. But there should be a lot of kind of nippy double gamies coming up over the next few weeks. But apparently United are doubling in GAMEWEEK 25. But go back to your question there. Sorry, KDB or Bruno? I just prefer KDB now. Yeah, no, it's just as a United supporter myself, we're absolutely shocking to watch. City, I think they're favourites for over 2.5 goals this week, and I'm fairly sure I've seen that stat as well. But yeah, no, I'd go for KDB. Mount to Rafinha for a hit. Chelsea are playing Spurs, aren't they? Yeah, I'd get rid of him. Yeah, Rafinha definitely has a lovely fixture there against Newcastle, and then Chelsea have the blank there for the next 2 game weeks after that. Good stuff. Foster in for Steer on a free transfer. Yeah, I'd go for that definitely. No clean sheet for Watford all season so far now, but we'll be hoping they'll keep Norwich out tonight now, and that'll be 6 points. And then the Burnley second fixture, then another 6-pointer then that game week as well. So you'd be hoping even if they don't keep 2 clean sheets, you'll Foster rack up the save points at least. You'll be hoping for at least 5 points at least over the two game weeks anyway. Big up to FPL Harry in the chat. How's it going, man? Hope you're keeping well. Good stuff. I thought you'd be live streaming yourself, Harry, so thanks a million for tuning in, and I hope you're keeping well, man. What week am I looking at playing wildcard? Yeah, so at the moment I've all my chips left to play. I'll just go back to my team here and then go back to my main one here. Yeah, so I've all my chips left to play. At the moment, I'm lining up a GAMEWEEK 27 free hit, and then possibly a GAMEWEEK 30 free hit, and then kind of dead end my team into that, and then kind of attack the fixtures end from GAMEWEEK 31 onwards. So yeah, it's I'm happy enough to have it in the back pocket anyway. But yeah, mine up. I'll once I use a second free hit anyway, which will probably be GAMEWEEK 30 for that big kind of postponement with the FA Cup, whatever. And then after that, then so dead end my team up to GAMEWEEK 30, and then wildcard onto that. I know Big Man Backer was saying today, whatever game week was it 23 now 24 would be the kind of optimum chance as well. I know Villa have potentially that double coming up as well, and Chelsea are gone. So if you're like myself, you have two Chelsea players, you might want to get rid of them. But at the moment, no, I'm happy enough. I know Salah. Well, sorry, that's the other thing as well, getting Salah back into your team as well. But no, for now, I'm happy enough, kind of holding. Yeah, I'll holding the wild card till later on the season anyway. But yeah, a lot can change over the next 2 weeks. Whatever, we might get a massive injury to some player, whoever, and it's especially the uncertainty with COVID, whatever's happening as well. Double game weeks might be coming thick and fast as well. You might want to stock up players at that. But for now, anyway, GAMEWEEK 27, I'll free hit. GAMEWEEK 30 free hit. So that'll be the 2 free hits gone. And then yeah, wildcard probably GAMEWEEK 31, 32. Bench boost 36, and then if Liverpool get that lovely double, they're meant to, what was it, Leicester or Leeds and Norwich, I think, in GAMEWEEK 26. If they get that, Salah will be getting my triple captaincy for sure. Good stuff. Sent by FPL Harry. Well, geez, cheers lads, really appreciate that. Shout out to Harry So if he sent lads over to watch the stream. Bernardo to KDB or Rafinha for a hit, or neither. Bernardo, no, I'd keep Bernardo Silva this week if Mahrez is out. If there's a few lads out, hopefully, and if Gundogan plays, hopefully Bernardo Silva might be moved up to that wing. I've probably been a bit too optimistic seeing as I own him, but yeah, I know if Mahrez is out, which he is, he's out for a week. I'd keep Bernardo Silva for one more week, see how he gets on, and then kind of get rid of him then after that. Now I wouldn't do it for a hit now, no, so I'd stay away from that. Antonio to Watkins for a free transfer or roll. I'd roll the transfer. No more as a United supporter myself, where we can't keep clean sheets to save our life. 4 clean sheets this season, not good at all. So I'm expecting West Ham to get at least one against us. Hopefully, well, I shouldn't even be saying hopefully because I support United, but if they do score, which I think they will, hopefully it'll be Bone and it won't be Antonio. But I can see West Ham scoring, so I'd probably roll that transfer. Two free transfers or the transfer next week, or not even taking a hit this week. That could be big in the long term. Or the grand scheme of things, we could get another double game week announcement after the deadline for GAMEWEEK 24, but I can't see it till closer to the deadline. Class setup. Thanks, Simon, for that. Cheers for tuning in, man. Good man, Tom. Cheers for tuning in, man. Where in Ireland are you from? I'm from County Leitrim. Small enough county. You can slag away all you want, but Leitrim is still as a county, lads. Should I sell Antonio for DCL? If it's a free transfer, yeah. It depending if the two Watford boys. If you don't have the Watford boys, I'd prioritise the Watford boys over DCL. But if not, if it's for a hit, keep Antonio, and if not, then get DCL. So my 3 strikers this week are inevitably going to be King, Dennis, and DCL. But yeah, so keep that in mind. Good stuff. Hey, Machina Media, how's it going, man? Hey, I need to pick one to start. Can you help me choose? Kufal, Smith Rowe, Alonso. So I'm just going to scroll down. I know Arsenal are playing Burnley, and I know Smith Rowe had that break, or he came off early enough, so you can see them fixtures there. Yeah, good stuff. Kufal, Smith Rowe, so we can automatically rule out Kufal because I do think United would score against West Ham. He was good for an attack and return last season. Kufal, I think he's only got 1 or 2 this season. Assist wise, not even a goal. But yeah, rule him out. Smith Rowe and Alonso then. Just Chelsea can't keep clean sheets at the moment, so I'd probably lean towards the attacker there, Smith Rowe. I don't know, did he come off injured against Liverpool? I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I'd lean towards the attacker there, and even if I can't see that Arsenal game being called off anyway, but have Alonso first sub on your bench, and hopefully be all right there. Yeah, so I'd lean towards the attacker there. I know I've Rudiger in my defense, but I just have to play Rudiger because I don't want to take a hit taking out anyone. But yeah, no, I'd go towards that. Just while we're here, I'm going to put the voice on Jota if anything happens, if I forget to make changes anyway. But I can see it's 2 minutes past 6 anyway, so we're all right for a while yet. And I'm just going to confirm this, and we'll keep it going. Yeah, so I suppose we'll give if you're not following me on Twitter or on Instagram, I'm FPL Air as well. I normally do an Instagram live every week on Instagram as well with different guests. I'd the Hardy Bucks on at me there before Christmas, and Owen Colgan Fitness. I'm not sure any of the UK lads would know that, but I'm sure a lot of the Irish lads know who they are. And then I also had Seb Owen of Seb on Golf and hashtag United. I had him on at the start of the season. So different kind of guests. I try and see who I can source, whatever, bring them on for a chat, and yeah, it's a bit of crack anyway. Yeah, nice few guests lined up for the next few weeks. But I won't mention who for now, just in case that they fall through. But yeah, good stuff. King and Dennis in for a -8. Liam Burke, how's it going, man? I'd probably depends who you're getting rid of. If you want to just chat who you're getting rid of there, and we'll see, because -8 is a big one this week, especially just for Watford players. But let us know who you're transferring out, and I wouldn't be inclined for a -8 for the Watford lads. Definitely not. No, I'd just probably toss a coin and go for one. Maybe well, no, I'd probably lean towards Dennis, but toss a coin, and yeah, don't take a -8 for them anyway. Should I start Wood or Tellez? That's a tough one. I don't know what you're doing with Wood in the first place. Really, I know he's gone to Newcastle, but I'd probably start Wood. Newcastle might nick one against Leeds, and he still has to get his first goal for Newcastle yet. But yeah, go for that definitely. Do I start Lamptey or Dyer for 8 Nori, do you think? Lamptey or Dyer? Who are Brighton playing? Brighton are playing, we don't have it up there, 2 seconds. I know Wolves are playing, can't see there. Wolves are playing Brentford, and Leicester are playing Brighton. Yeah, no, I'd lean towards the Wolves defender. They've been doing well the last few weeks. I know Sa for Leicester, the keeper. He's flying it the last few weeks. But I to be honest, I can't see many clean sheets for either there. No, but so I wouldn't be as inclined to start the two either. But just woke up and saw Ronaldo flagged. Would he play? Yeah, anonymous. That's the thing. As I was saying earlier on, you probably missed it. I wouldn't be very inclined to keep him 12.5 million sitting on your bench, and if he doesn't start, he'll surely come on. So it's a lot of money tied up there. So I'm probably gonna take him out. I should probably do my transfers in the next 5-10 minutes anyway. But yeah, I'm inclined to take him out at the moment, just because it doesn't sound good. He was getting a massage for 2-3 hours. So it doesn't sound too great, to be honest. Good stuff. Jesus, Leitrim, good, some county. I know, Senna. It's great for a night out anyway. But apart from that, not much else. But honestly, no. Don't diss it too much. Good stuff. On the air. Good man, Gary. Thanks for tuning in. Sal's Dibs, you're doing great work, bud. Keep them coming. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks for tuning in. Should I start DCL or Mbeumo? I'd start him, or I'd start DCL. Sorry. I have him there. Might be a bit biased, but I think surely now the new manager bounce. Duncan Ferguson came out today saying he's put them through their paces this week, so they'll want something to turn around. I know when he came back in charge there 2-3 years ago, they went on a nice run of wins when he was interim manager as well. But yeah, I can probably end up in a draw, that Everton Aston Villa game, but I can see Everton nicking one, and hopefully DCL, if he gets a penalty, he sticks it in the net anyway. Good stuff. King or Dennis and sell Ronaldo for either. Can sell Tony or Antonio, have about 7 million. King or Dennis and sell Ronaldo. Yeah, I'd lean towards Dennis. It's just I have King the last few weeks there. If I get this up on the screen now, it's kind of shows. I don't know if that's very clear to see, but yeah, he's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One return in the last 6 games. Like, I know a lot of people are getting sucked into the double game week madness, no more than myself. But no, he's been a frustrating fella to own these last few weeks. That's why I'm reluctant to give him the Ironman. I know a lot of people are giving him. I've seen FPL Salah's giving him the Ironman as well, but just on the fact that he's on penalties, whatever, maybe that sways it. But I'm hoping Dennis kind of rejuvenates his form tonight, grabs a goal, even just an assist. I'll take that. Just the fact that he's too high on at the moment. That's why I'll probably be captaining him. Should I -4 change more to Rafinha? Yeah, Spurs against Chelsea. I probably would. I can see Rafinha getting something there. I'll go into my transfers now in a second. Just so I know it's nearly 6:10. But yeah, I probably would. Yeah, Rafinha. He should have had his first double digit haul there last week against West Ham. Only for that goal was ruled off outside or offside. But yeah, no, I probably would. Chelsea. It might be a 1-1 encounter that I can't see Spurs getting too many. But yeah, no, -4, fair enough. Yeah, but yeah, Rafinha in there, good stuff. Although Salah will probably be back next game week. Should I do Salah to KDB start? So first of all, first question that if you can get a route to Foden, go for Foden if it saves you not getting rid of Salah. But otherwise, I'd be inclined to keep Salah one more week, because you'll definitely want him back next week. That'll save you a transfer. If you have someone else you can play ahead of him, do that. But if not, try and get Foden. That's what, there's 4.2, 4.3 million off the top of my head in the difference between them two. But yeah, keep Salah, because you'll want him back for next week definitely. Good stuff. Donica Power. Oh, sorry, and then start 2 out of Rudiger, Antonio, and Smith Rowe. Yeah, I'd probably go the 2 attackers, just because Chelsea they've been absolutely shocking in defence the last kind of number of weeks. But yeah, go for the 2 attackers. I can see West Ham scoring against us being United. So yeah, go for that and see how you get on. FPL Penguin, how's it going, man? Cheers for tuning in. The FPL strategist guy is one of the finest minds in FPL and most handsome. He asks, good man Tony, how are you getting on? He asks, is a -4 to sell Alonso for Tierney a good shout? No, I wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't sell them for -4. Just the fact that I know they mightn't keep a clean sheet Chelsea even. But no, Alonso might get a wee attacking return there. They might even keep a clean sheet, but I don't think they will. But it's not worth the -4, because that means Arsenal have to keep the clean sheet. I know they will, but it's just no, I wouldn't go into that just for a hit for a defender. No. Good man Tony, you're definitely one of the most handsome girls in you. Don't worry about that. Alan, how's it going, man? Dennis is too good for Watford. He is indeed, yeah. But he's been on a rut the last kind of number of weeks. But hopefully he changes that round tonight now. Cornet, yeah, that's the thing. Burnley have a few double gamies coming up as well, and he'll be a good man. Cornetto, as some lads who call him on Twitter, he'll be a good shout for Burnley over the next few weeks, definitely. Good man, Shane. And then what do you think of Bernardo Silva to Rafinha, or save the transfer? Yeah, if it's for free, maybe, yeah, but just the fact that Mahrez is out, I'm hoping Bernardo Silva be pushed up a wee bit more. Yeah, so I wouldn't, if it's for a hit, I wouldn't do it, no. But if not, no, I'd hold on it definitely. Just the fact that Mahrez is out, I'm hoping Silva be pushed up a bit more. He's been a frustrating fella to own the last few weeks as well, especially with him sitting back. He's nearly playing more left back than kind of centre mid or left wing. But hopefully now that Mahrez has his week off, he'll get moved up, yeah, and even an assist, I'll take that definitely this weekend. Good stuff. Good man Tony. Cheers for the smiley in the chat. Start Foster or Forster or De Gea. Is that the Southampton Forster you mean, or is it Foster of Watford? If it's a Watford keeper, go for Foster, if not De Gea, just for save points, because yeah, no, I can see City getting a few against Southampton. Christopher, come on, Christopher, doing Ronaldo to King, and that'll give me 12.6 million in the bank. Safe to say, I can easily get Salah back. Fair enough, yeah. Do that. So yeah, I'll get up this here, and we'll see how this is looking at the moment. Now I'll just get my team up. I'll get my transfers done then and out of the way. So yeah, I think Ronaldo's gonna be gone. We're going for Dennis in there, and I can just see there in the chat. Sorry, that was Foster or Watford. Yeah, so I'd go for that. I'd go for Foster over De Gea, definitely. Yeah, the fact he's got the 2 games. Who am I looking at here? Yeah, so I have a decision to make here, just between, I have enough for De Bruyne and I have enough for Foden. Quarter past here. I'm just going to throw up my captaincy post on Instagram here quick and tell them I'm captaining Dennis, so I don't get given out to on there, because there's a few lads giving out. Sometimes I leave it late for posting my captaincy pick. So bear with me 2 seconds. Here's my captain pick for game week 23. Dennis Abu. Alright, good stuff. Hopefully Dennis will get a few tonight anyway. Yeah, so we've Dennis in the team there. Yeah, so at the moment now I either have to decide on De Bruyne or Foden. De Bruyne is probably obviously more the safe pick. What actually is probably leaning me towards De Bruyne at the moment now is because Mahrez is out. He's going to be on penalties, and that probably I think that's the answer. I thought of it there. Yeah. So with Mahrez out, De Bruyne is definitely going to be on penalties. So just going to add him in there, and that's how I'm looking at -4, 3.1 in the bank, and yeah. Or otherwise, I could go Foden. I'm just seeing my route back to Salah next week. Foden in there, and then can I go Bernardo Silva? I can, yeah. Oh, that's a tough one. So I can go, yeah, you can see that there. So just, yeah, that's a very tough one. Who have City next week? We're just going to scroll down and see. I think it's probably wiser to bring in Foden, looking at that, just because I can get Salah straight back in there. Yeah, we've 15 minutes here, we've plenty of time. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, and I want to get rid of one of those Chelsea defenders. So yeah, I think that's, just thinking out loud here, I'm just going to put Bernardo back in. I have 7.2 million in the bank then after that, -4 hit. You scroll down there and you see the rest of it. Yeah, and I think that'll be enough. I'll be able to bring back in Salah just for the hit, and then probably take out Rudiger, and if Villa double, get in Digne. But all depends who doubles are right now. But yeah, I think that's probably the best shout with bringing in Foden. Yeah, 7.2. So I think I'm going to lock in those transfers at the moment now, just looking at these screens. Make sure nobody giving out to me in the chat no for thinking about Foden, no, so we're alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to lock those in. You can see that on the screen there. Let us know in the chat, lads, would you agree with that? Just my thought process on that is keeping Salah, or getting Salah in for a free for Bernardo Silva. 7.2 in the bank there. So throw up a yes or no in the chat anyway if you would do that. But I think I'm happy enough on that. While that's still on the screen, should I bring Foden in for Coutinho? No, I'd keep Coutinho. If you have him, keep him there. I know Gerrard said during the week he's not fully match fit, but no, I'd keep him. Villa would probably get 1 or 2 against Everton anyway. And Coutinho, he didn't need too long. He was very unlucky not to get the assist for Ramsey's goal as well. But yeah, good stuff. I'd keep Coutinho. Trossard to Rafinha or Coutinho. Yeah, I don't know if you watched my video earlier this morning. Rafinha definitely has a better single fixture. so I'd go for that over Coutinho. Bowen, Son, Fernandez, or any any City mid for Fred or Mount with 7 million. Don't ask why, Fred. Fair enough, you got your 2 assists during that double game week. Zach Comment has just come in there saying that United could be doubling in game week 25. If you want to keep Fred on your bench for that fodder and probably playing that week. But Bowen, Son, Fernandez, or any City mid for Fred or Mount. Well, obviously Bowen or Son is out. So, or any City mid for Fred or Mount. Any City mid, I'd probably, if you have the money for De Bruyne, go for De Bruyne, and then if not, go for my move there with Foden. But completely up to yourself. I'd probably go for Foden there. Yeah. Your thoughts on Watkins? He's fine in your team now. No, if you have him, no need to get rid for a hit. But he potentially could be doubling in game week 24. So if he is, keep him in your well, no, sure you won't know. Sorry, before the deadline, but keep him in your team for now. There's no need to get rid of him for a hit. Good man sending yes and Captain Dennis. Fair enough. Yeah, that's what I'm probably leaning towards here. Newcastle are shocking at the back. They are indeed, Alan. They are indeed. Play Tony or DCL. I play DCL. Wolves are fairly solid at the back. I'm predicting. Might be a bit biased, but predicting DCL to get something tomorrow against Villa. The new manager bounce. Big Dunk will want a result tomorrow, especially after Benitez's poor form the last run of weeks. But bro, please honest answer. I'm doing captain, so you're picking captain, so Dennis or King. I'm leaning towards Dennis, as I was saying earlier on, just because of his effective ownership. He's over 40% owned. So if Dennis holds and you don't have him captain, you can expect everyone else to be captain him. So that's the only reason why I'm leaning towards Dennis at the moment. But I'd go for Dennis. Captain King or KDB. I'd go for the doubler. Just he's got 2 games there. Watford need to win both games, especially tonight anyway to do, and then that Burnley fixture then later on. I'd lean towards the doubler. I know he's on penalties as well, so I'd go for King. Laporte and King or Dennis and Cash. I'd go Laporte and King out of that. Yeah, City's run of fixtures for the next few are very tidy alright now. Even that as well as going back to my transfers there down the line, then if I was getting rid of Bernardo Silva then for game week 24, bring in Salah, and then that's an easy route then, Chelsea defender to Laporte there, and then I'll be happy out with a double City defence for the next few there. But good stuff. Luke, how's it going, man? Start Backman and hope or play it safe with De Gea. I can't see Backman getting a spot. He was very poor when Foster was playing. But I'd lean towards De Gea, but you as well probably start Backman, and if he doesn't play, which I don't think he will, De Gea will come in. But I think Foster plays it too. Bench Martinelli or Alonso. Martinelli was a big talk there a couple of weeks ago. He's kind of fairly shone off. But that's a tough enough one as well. I'd probably start Martinelli. Could be a route there for Arsenal against Burnley. But I'm just going to lock in my transfers here, lads, and you can send in a few more questions there while I'm doing this. So just want to double check and make sure everything's right. How we for time? We've 9 minutes anyway before we end. Just make sure I've that locked in. Yeah, good stuff. So Trossard out, Ronaldo out, Foden. I'm just going to have a quick look maybe on the Fantasy Premier League page. Make sure there was no announcements before the deadline in case I missed anything. You'll see there on the screen. No, they're only talking about Ronaldo. King and Dennis, the 2 boys. You've City there, So there's no. I missed out on no announcements anyway. Good man Rossi saying Leitrim, he's never heard of it. I think we're safe in that. I'll just have a few notifications there. Better retweet that. I got man Ryan. I got man Quinner. I'll give you a retweet after that as well. Cheers, boys. But yeah, back to me transfer. Sorry, we've 8 minutes. We'll get this going. Yeah, so Trossard out, Ronaldo out, Foden in, Dennis in. I think I'm happy enough with that. -4, Foden in, Dennis in. Just click confirm there, and then I'm going to change the armband to Dennis and the vice captain to King. So as you probably seen on today as well, the Norwich game is definitely going ahead. So it doesn't really matter who your vice captain. Yeah, so that's how I'm looking at the moment. We'll go. I'm just going to double check on my phone that it's locked in as well. So I'm sure you seen there when I tried to do my free hit back in, what was it, game week 19 or something like that. I know it was a couple of weeks just after Christmas. It didn't register. So I'm just going to scroll down there so you can all see who my captain is there. Yeah. So that's how I'm lining up at the moment, lads. 41k overall at the moment. Hoping the 2 Watford lads and Foden will get us up the ranks this week. Hopefully Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's a wee bit of a differential as well at this moment in time. But apart from that, yeah, just the 2 Watford lads, two double game week players. That's definitely enough. And then as you can see there, I've Ramsdale playing, and then I have De Gea on the bench there. Yeah, so I probably should have asked earlier on. I'm hoping you can all hear me properly as well. I don't know. I was messing around with the sound. I think it's a small bit quieter at the moment. I'll need to fix it for the next stream. But hopefully you can all hear me properly now at the moment. Anyway, yeah. So there's my team anyway. Locked in on that, and we've 5 minutes to go through as many questions as we can in the chat anyway. Yeah, you can see my team there. Perfect. Should I bring Rafinha for Gray to play for Antonio? Yeah, I'd get rid of Gray, bring in Rafinha. Just the only reason I couldn't bring in Rafinha in this week was the City boys. I think they're the most favourite to get over 2.5 goals this week anyway. So that's why I went for Foden. Sarr or Foster. I'd probably start Foster. I know Brentford, they scored against United. They might sneak one against Wolves. I know Sarr's been on some run the last kind of few weeks, but go for Foster. I know they haven't kept a clean sheet this season, but you'd be happy enough with 5 points from Foster, a few save points, whatever, over them 2 games. You'd be happy enough with that. Backman to Foster for -8. I don't think so. No, Luke, I wouldn't do that. No, definitely not. OEK, how's it going, man? Should I take a -4 for Jota, Laporte and sell Son and Simicas? Yeah. I'm assuming you've all your Watford players in. If not, if you've your City players in as well. But I know you're bringing in Laporte there. If you have City midfield cover in midfield, go for that. If not, that -4 isn't too bad there at all. How's it going, lad? Hey mate, sell Emerson, Dallo or White for the future. You as well keep Dallo anyway, because United potentially have that double in game week 25, and Ragnick is very, very happy with Dallo at the moment. Probably Emerson Royale. They've got Chelsea this weekend, and I think they've a few tough enough fixtures after that. But Arsenal are alright anyway for the next few, I think as well. Play Kufal or Mora Gallagher. I'd be more inclined for the attacker there. I can see United scoring against us anyway, or United scoring against West Ham. Kane captain against Chelsea. No, I wouldn't go near that. No, it's either the Watford boys for me, or go with the City boys. But no, I even Trent to be a good shout over Kane. I don't think he's the right choice. Would you play Smith Rowe versus Burnley, Alonso versus Spurs, or Antonio versus United? Probably Smith Rowe. Burnley, they're missing a few, whatever, and Arsenal haven't played in a while as well. But I think he make sure. I want to if you can double check the next 4 minutes, it didn't come off with an injury. I know he came off early against Liverpool, but yeah, I'd lean towards Smith Rowe for that. Bench Antonio or Cash? I'd bench Cash. Play Antonio. He's too high owned at the moment. Yeah, and if I didn't have him last week, even for his assists, I think it dropped me 3, 4, 5k places. So yeah, no, keep Antonio there. -4, or should I start Dallo or Reguilon? That's a tough one as well. I'd probably start Dallo in case he gets any attacking returns. I know Reguilon could as well, but I can see that being low enough scoring the Chelsea game anyway. And then -4 for Rafinha, Dennis. Yeah, go for that. All depends who you're taking out, but go for that. Go for that definitely. Yeah. Start Bowen or Smith Rowe. Bowen's ownership. I'd probably go for Bowen over Smith Rowe. Should you bring in Johnny Sins? I'll pretend I don't know who that is. Dylan Goodman and Sarah Foster. Yeah, as I was saying earlier on. Go for Foster if he gets 5 points over the next 2 game weeks, or over the next 2 fixtures in this double game week. You'd be happy out with that. Even if Sa keeps a clean sheet, they'll probably even out themselves anyhow. Start Smith Rowe, Gray or Bowen. Start Bowen. I can, as I was saying there, I can see West Ham scoring against United, and Bowen's. Thinking even back to that Leeds game, I was so surprised it was him. I was watching the match live, and when West Ham scored their first one, I didn't know why Bowen was celebrating. He was the smallest man in the box, and somehow he got his head onto it. But yeah, Raymond Reddington, Target to Laporte. Yeah, I think Target's place is gone there now. With Dina coming in, so yeah, go for Laporte if it's for free. Yeah, if not, I'd be inclined not to take the hit and just play who we can on the bench. But yeah, good stuff. Joe Pedro or King, mate. Go for King. He's on penalties. Yeah, I think he's more secured minutes anyhow. Yeah, it's such a 50-50 call between the 2 lads up top there, Dennis and King. But I'm in happy enough at the moment now with Dennis. Just his ownership is swaying me, so it'd be a far more hard hitting if King hauled. I'd be happy enough with a King haul, whatever, not as captain. But if I didn't captain Dennis and he hauled, as I was saying earlier on, if after not captaining Bruno last week, that's it. Yeah, I don't want to sit through that again. Would you pick Antonio on bench for Smith Rowe? No, I'd start Antonio, as I was saying. Go for that anyway. I'm just want to make sure I'm locked in fully, and refresh the page there anyway. Last one there. Coutinho or Bowen. I'd go Bowen. Sorry, make sure you can see that there before the deadline goes. Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely captain and Dennis there, Ed. So don't worry about that. I'm definitely giving him the armband. But yeah, no, we've a minute to go until the deadline. Make sure you're all locked in your team. I'm just gonna refresh the page again. So yeah, I brought in Foden, and brought in Foden and brought in Dennis. Gave him the armband. Yeah, so Joe Pedro isn't a bad shout. If you want to go for him, whatever. But yeah, I'd lean towards the two boys anyhow. But come here, lads. Yeah, it's 6:30. I suppose I'm just refreshing the page here, and it looks like the deadline has passed, and yeah, it has, as you can see there on the screen. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there. So lads, hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully I tried to get through as many as I could. First time streaming there. Hopefully we'll get it going for the rest of the season. As I was saying, I've a few kind of finicky things to fix there, especially with the fixtures there in the left hand corner, whatever. But yeah, before I go, if you're on Twitter, you're more than welcome to follow me at FPL Era. I write threads every week. That was just a video there, if you can see it there. I made before the season started this year. Whatever, but yeah, and I'm also on Instagram as well. As I was saying earlier on, I do like Instagram lives every week with a different guest. Every week, some decent guests as well. Whatever, as I was saying earlier on, if you go onto my Instagram page, you can see the kind of guests I've had throughout the season so far. But yeah, come here, lads. It's 6:30. I've soccer, I've football at 7:30. So I'm gonna miss the Watford game, or I'll catch probably the last 20-25 minutes. So hoping Dennis will have scored, and probably King got a return as well. But hopefully more Dennis there, whatever. But yeah, come here, lads. Really appreciate it, whoever taking your time out for tuning in. If you want to drop a like on this stream, we're nearly at 30 likes there. If we get the 30 likes before we sign off, that'd be a great start to the first stream anyhow. And if you're new to the channel, lads, drop a sub. Why not? I produce weekly FPL content every year. I've had a few good finishes throughout the years as well, as you can see down in the description there, and on my Twitter bio there. I'm as well to scroll up and show you. Yeah, but yeah, I can see everyone's kind of signing off. Anyway, I've just seen we've hit 30 likes, so fair play, lads, for that. Fair play to you. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, so we'll leave it there, lads. Best of luck for game week 23. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. We'll see you in the next stream. Best of luck.